Shoes can make or break your entire look. And the truth is, most women over 50 are making the same mistakes without even realizing it. This isn't about giving up comfort. It's about finding styles that support both elegance and confidence. The wrong shoes can shorten your legs, date your outfits, and even undo an otherwise polished wardrobe. But the right ones? They lift your whole look instantly. In this video, I'll walk you through 9 of the biggest shoe mistakes elegant women avoid and how you can fix each one. Let's start with the first mistake: flats that have seen better days. Chapter 1: Clinging to worn-out flats. The first mistake is holding on to flats that have lost their structure. We all have that pair of old favorites, the ones that feel soft and broken in, maybe even too comfortable to let go. But here's the problem. Once the soles are worn thin, the leather collapses and the support disappears. Those flats no longer look polished. Instead of adding elegance, they make the entire outfit appear tired. The difference between a worn-out flat and a structured one is immediate. Collapsed shoes sag at the heel and curl at the edges, which draws the eye downward in the wrong way. Structured flats, on the other hand, frame the foot cleanly and support your posture. They send a very different message: intentional, elevated, and pulled together. 2 excellent examples are the EVERLANE Day glove flat and the HAAN Chlea woven leather ballet bow flat. The day glove is designed to mold to your foot while maintaining its shape, so it feels like comfort without the slouch. The Chlea woven flat has a subtle bow detail and a structured silhouette that looks polished with everything from trousers to dresses. Both of these options give you that ease we all love in flats, but with the refinement that makes the whole outfit work. I've linked them for you in the description below if you'd like to explore them further. The key takeaway here is simple. Comfort and elegance don't have to compete. You don't need to wear stiff shoes to look polished. You just need a pair that still holds its structure. Replace those worn-out flats with ones that support your stride, and suddenly your entire outfit lifts. And while flats can sometimes collapse into casualness, sneakers can swing in the opposite direction. Too heavy, too bulky, and overwhelming, which brings us to the second mistake: chunky sneakers. Chapter 2: Heavy, chunky sneakers. Sneakers are a staple for most wardrobes today, and for good reason. They're comfortable, versatile, and easy to pair with everything from jeans to dresses. But one of the biggest mistakes many women over 50 make is choosing sneakers that are overly chunky or heavy. The trend of exaggerated, oversized sneakers has been around for a while, but what works for streetwear often doesn't translate into elegance. Bulky sneakers add visual weight to the foot and ankle, making the legs look shorter and the overall silhouette less refined. Instead of blending seamlessly into an outfit, they dominate it. And when shoes overwhelm the rest of your look, the impression they create isn't modern, it's unbalanced. The goal of footwear is to complement your outfit, not compete with it. Slimmer, more refined sneaker profiles achieve that balance beautifully. They give you the comfort and casual ease of sneakers without sacrificing polish. A streamlined shoe elongates the leg, keeps proportions in check, and helps an outfit look cohesive. Another subtle but important point is posture. Heavy sneakers don't just look clunky, they often feel clunky. They can change the way you walk, causing a heavy step instead of a smooth stride. Lightweight sneakers, by contrast, encourage better movement. They support your natural gait, which is part of what makes an outfit look graceful in motion. If you want sneakers to work in an elegant wardrobe, it's not about abandoning them. It's about choosing pairs that are sleek, comfortable, and versatile. The kind that you can wear with jeans on the weekend, but also pair with tailored trousers or even a casual dress without looking out of place. Chunky sneakers might feel like they're making a statement, but more often than not, that statement is distraction. Elegance is about balance, and footwear is one of the clearest places where balance can be lost or regained. Chapter 3: Sticking to only black shoes. Black shoes are timeless, versatile, and easy. They go with nearly everything, which is why many women over 50 rely on them almost exclusively. But this reliance can quietly work against you. When your entire shoe wardrobe is black, your outfits can start to feel flat and a little too severe. Instead of softening your look, black can sometimes harden it, especially against more mature skin tones. The fix isn't abandoning black altogether, it's expanding your options. Neutral shades like taupe, beige or light sand create a softer line and help elongate the leg. Metallics can be equally powerful. A subtle gold or silver adds dimension and lightness without being flashy. These shades are still versatile, but they offer a lift that black simply can't provide. A perfect example of this balance is the FLINT Perfect Pump 85 in light sand. It's polished, sophisticated, and elongates the leg line beautifully. For something with a little more personality, metallic loafers like the Felize from M.GEMI give you that same versatility with just a touch of shine. Both options prove that you can still keep things classic while adding variety that feels modern and flattering. The real lesson here is that your shoe wardrobe should work like a palette, not a single brushstroke. Mixing in lighter neutrals and metallics allows you to adapt to different outfits, occasions, and moods while keeping your style elegant. Once you've opened up your color choices, the next step is thinking about shape, because while the right color can elongate, the wrong cut, especially around the ankle, can shorten and weigh you down. Chapter 4. Shoes that cut at the ankle. One of the most common but subtle shoe mistakes is wearing styles that cut the leg line at the ankle. Ankle straps, high vamps, or bulky closures might feel secure, but they interrupt the vertical line of the leg. The result is that your legs appear shorter and the entire silhouette feels less fluid. This effect is even more noticeable when wearing skirts or dresses, where the eye follows the leg downward. A strap sitting across the ankle becomes a visual stop sign. Even in trousers, a shoe that rises too high on the foot can weigh down the proportions. For women over 50 aiming for elegance, this small detail can make a big difference. The fix is to choose shoes with lower vamps or cuts that expose more of the top of the foot. These styles elongate the leg naturally, keeping the eye moving rather than halting at the ankle. Nude tones or shades close to your skin color add to the illusion, creating one seamless line from hem to toe. The EDELMAN Hazel pump is a perfect example of this. With its classic pointed toe and low vamp, it draws the eye downward smoothly, creating the impression of longer legs. It's versatile enough for day or evening, and it demonstrates how a small design detail can elevate an entire look. It's not that ankle straps are off limits entirely. They can be chic in the right context. The key is moderation and awareness. If you're wearing a dress that already elongates, you may be able to get away with them. But as a rule, keeping the ankle area clean and open will nearly always appear more refined. Shoes should work with your body, not against it. And paying attention to where they hit your foot is one of the simplest ways to create a more elegant, balanced line. Chapter 5. Ignoring textures and materials. One of the most overlooked shoe mistakes is forgetting that texture matters just as much as color. A shoe might fit well and even be the right shade, but if the material clashes with the rest of your outfit, the whole look feels mismatched. Patent leather paired with breezy linen, for example, creates a jarring contrast. Likewise, raffia sandals with a heavy wool skirt look as if they belong to different seasons entirely. The issue here is harmony. Outfits work best when the weight and finish of your shoes echo the fabrics you're wearing. A smooth leather pump naturally complements structured tailoring. Suede pairs beautifully with knits or tweeds because it carries a softer, matte quality. Light woven materials, on the other hand, fit seamlessly with cotton dresses or linen trousers in the warmer months. When the textures align, your outfit looks intentional. When they don't, it feels off balance, even if the colours technically match. The challenge is subtle, which is why so many women overlook it. Most focus on the style of the shoe or the shade, while ignoring whether the material speaks the same language as the rest of the look. But paying attention to texture is what separates simply putting clothes on from dressing with refinement. The good news is you don't need dozens of options. A few pairs in different finishes, smooth leather, suede, woven, will cover most situations. The key is awareness. If your outfit is light and airy, keep the footwear the same. If it's rich and structured, let the shoes carry that weight. Texture is the quiet detail that ties everything together. And once you master it, the next step is understanding proportion, because even when materials align, the wrong shoe scale can still throw off your entire silhouette. Chapter 6. Boxy toe shapes that date the outfit. Shoes frame every outfit, and nothing reveals their age faster than outdated toe shapes. Square, boxy, or overly rounded toes were once popular, but today they tend to make the foot look heavier and the entire outfit less refined. Even if the rest of your wardrobe feels current, clunky shapes on your feet can quietly pull the whole look backward. The problem isn't simply fashion moving on, it's proportion. Elegant shoes create a smooth line that flatters the leg and balances the silhouette. Boxy toes interrupt that flow. They draw the eye downward, add unnecessary bulk, and can even make legs appear shorter. This effect is subtle, but it's enough to disrupt the polish of an otherwise well-styled look. The solution is to embrace streamlined shapes that are both timeless and modern. A softly pointed or almond toe has lasting appeal, elongating the leg without being extreme. These designs are versatile enough to pair with trousers, skirts, or dresses, and they elevate the entire outfit instantly. One excellent example is the NATURALIZER Banks pump. It combines modern cushioning with a sleek almond toe, so you get comfort and refinement in one. I've linked it for you in the description below if you'd like to explore it further. Shoes should never feel like a compromise between style and wearability. By choosing shapes that support your proportions, you ensure your footwear adds to your elegance rather than taking away from it. Chapter 7. Overlooking shoe proportions for outfit silhouette. Shoes don't exist in isolation. They interact with the lines of your outfit. One of the most common mistakes is ignoring proportion. When the scale of your footwear doesn't match the shape of your clothing, the result feels unbalanced, no matter how beautiful each piece may be on its own. Think of wide-leg trousers paired with delicate ballet flats. The fabric overpowers the shoe, creating a top-heavy effect that makes the legs look shorter. Or consider a slim pencil skirt worn with heavy platform wedges. The bulk at the bottom drags down the streamlined cut, making the outfit feel clumsy instead of sharp. Proportion is subtle, but it has an immediate impact on how polished you appear. The key is to keep weight balanced. Full skirts and wide trousers call for shoes with a bit of presence, block heels, structured loafers, or elegant sandals with substance. Slimmer cuts like cigarette pants or fitted dresses look best with refined footwear that doesn't overwhelm. Sleek pumps, minimal flats, or streamlined sneakers. Matching shoe proportion to clothing proportion ensures the eye moves smoothly without distractions. Height also plays a role. Shoes that are too flat under voluminous silhouettes can make you appear shorter, while overly tall heels with casual separates can throw off the ease of the outfit. It's less about heel inches and more about how the shoe relates to the overall line. Elegance rests on balance. When footwear matches the silhouette it supports, the entire look feels cohesive, intentional, and effortless. Chapter 8. Not matching. Occasion to shoe formality. Shoes set the tone for every outfit, which is why wearing the wrong level of formality can quietly undo your look. Many women fall into the trap of relying on the same pair for every setting. Sneakers for dinners out, pumps at the beach, or casual sandals at formal gatherings. Even when the clothing is perfect, mismatched shoes can make the outfit feel out of place. The mistake often comes from convenience. A favorite pair that feels comfortable and versatile gets worn everywhere, even when it doesn't quite fit the setting. But footwear sends an instant message. Wearing overly casual shoes to a refined occasion can signal a lack of effort, while overdressing your footwear in relaxed settings can come across as stiff or out of touch. The key is context. For more polished occasions, choose shoes that echo the formality of the environment, sleek pumps or refined flats that show awareness of the moment. For casual gatherings, lighter sandals, loafers, or streamlined sneakers strike the right balance of ease and intention. It's not about having dozens of options, but about aligning the tone of your footwear with the tone of the event. Small cues make all the difference. A cocktail dress with casual flip-flops breaks harmony, just as tailored trousers with heavy hiking shoes feel mismatched. By simply adjusting the formality of your footwear, you ensure the rest of your outfit communicates what you intend. Elegance is about alignment, and nowhere is that more visible than at the intersection of clothes, shoes, and occasion. When those three agree, the impression is effortless refinement. Chapter 9. Wearing the same shoe style for every outfit. It's easy to fall back on one reliable shoe style and wear it with everything. For many women, that might be a trusted pair of ballet flats, simple pumps, or slip-on sneakers. But while dependability has its place, relying on a single silhouette limits your wardrobe more than you realize. The outfits start to blend together, and the variety and refinement that shoes can bring never has the chance to shine. The mistake isn't about comfort, it's about repetition. When every look is anchored by the same shape of shoe, even the most thoughtfully chosen clothes lose some of their impact. Variety in footwear adds texture, shifts proportion, and brings new energy to pieces you already own. A tailored trouser looks entirely different with a block heel versus a sleek loafer. A midi dress feels casual with sandals and instantly elevated with pointed pumps. The clothing doesn't change, but the impression does. The fix is to think of shoes as part of your styling toolkit. A balanced collection doesn't need to be large, but it should offer diversity: a refined flat, a versatile pump, a seasonal sandal, a comfortable sneaker. Each adds a different note, giving you flexibility to adapt your outfits without losing elegance. By rotating styles, you not only expand what your wardrobe can do, but you also avoid the rut of looking the same day after day. Shoes are one of the simplest ways to refresh your presentation without replacing entire outfits. Remember, shoes are never just shoes. They shape how your wardrobe works, how your posture feels, and how your confidence shows, which is why avoiding these mistakes makes such a powerful difference. Which brings us to the closing thought I want to leave you with. Shoes are never just shoes. They frame every outfit you wear. They influence the way you walk, and they send a message about how you carry yourself. That's why avoiding these common mistakes is so powerful, because the right footwear doesn't just support your feet, it supports your confidence. Think about it. A worn-out flat can make an outfit look tired, while a polished, structured pair can instantly make the same clothes appear intentional. A heavy sneaker can overwhelm your silhouette, while a sleeker one keeps everything balanced. Color, shape, care. All of these details may seem small, but together they create the difference between an outfit that looks thrown together and one that communicates elegance. The good news is, you don't need dozens of pairs to get it right. A thoughtful selection, updated shapes, and shoes that are seasonally appropriate will give you all the variety you need. It's about choosing well, curating carefully, and letting your shoes serve as the finishing touch that elevates everything else you wear. Remember, elegance is rarely about excess. It's about intention. Each choice you make builds the impression you leave behind, and shoes often speak first. All of the exact pairs I recommended today are linked for you in the description below, so you can explore them at your own pace and see which ones might complete your wardrobe. If you found these tips helpful, I'd love for you to subscribe so you don't miss future videos on dressing with confidence and refinement over 50. And while you're here, don't forget to check out the other style guides I've put together. They're designed to give you the same mix of practicality and polish. And if you'd like to keep building on these ideas, click on the video you see on your screen right now. It will take you even deeper into the simple style adjustments that make the biggest difference.